I think we're live. Are we live? It's been a long time since I've done this.
Wait on you.
I think we're live. Oh, hey, we're live. Are we live?
Zach, what the fuck?
Live and direct.
Hey, guys. You're... Yep, we're starting this off just like we always do with some memes and laughing and can't get anything straight. I'm Jamie. I'm one of our hosts, and we have other people with us today. Who's going next?
Oh, I guess I was late. I'll do last.
Ryan Gosling.
All right, I guess I'll go then. I was the second one in. What up? I'm Sean at Guns, Goths, and Anarchy on Instagram. I'm a veteran. I deployed to Syria in 2019 in support of Operation Inherent Resolve. Yeah, just comm block enjoyer. Love, yeah.
Wow, we've really forgotten how to do this. Huh?
We didn't
Really
practice anything.
What's up? I'm Ian from Operator Supply. I'm the resident camo guy, I guess. Camo guy, radio guy, whatever nerdy shit they don't feel like dealing with
nerd.
guy. Yeah, exactly.
He has the best raid mods.
Allegedly.
All right,
I think
Ryan
they're the
Gosling.
best raid mods because they're the only raid mods I have. So
Same. All right,
Sample
Ryan
size
Gosling.
of 1. Yeah.
All right, my turn.
Yep.
yeah, your turn.
All right, so
Fuck nerd.
I am Zach. I am the neighborhood-friendly autist that likes to drop HOA costs by screeching and hollering in the backyard with skivvies on.
What's your
or silkies.
preferred screech?
Oh, it depends like what time of day it is. Because if it's first thing in the morning, it's got to be more feral naturally.
No pterodactyls?
I don't know. It depends what comes out. You know, like I'm older now. I have puberty,
Okay.
and you know, can't just have high pitched screams anymore naturally. No, it's
I have puberty.
I am become puberty.
Anyway, I sometimes do gun stuff.
Dropper of balls.
We tried to retire from the retard-esque trade, but unfortunately, here we are.
You can never leave.
Remember, you're here forever.
Yep. So, yeah, are we back? I think we're back. We're back for a while. We'll
We're
start
back,
doing
chat.
these more frequently.
We're still back.
Yep.
So, yeah, I know it's
So
been
back.
over a year. I think our last one was 17 July 2024. So that's cool.
It's pretty neat. It's pretty
A
nifty.
lot has happened since then. I think our last episode was literally titled Trump Got Shot.
Who got shot?
I think our
It was
last
titled
one was
what?
titled. I think it was Trump got shot when he got shot in the ear, allegedly.
Oh, I remember that.
Let's see.
I think that was
what a time to be
Trump has
alive.
been shot. Allegedly. I actually should update the
Allegedly.
title to allegedly.
You're talking about old retardy Oswald?
retarded.
Yeah, it was 14
Should
July
we
2024.
start with whether or not we think he actually got shot?
No. I mean, yeah, we can. Yeah. Yeah, my answer is I don't think so. From my understanding,
long ago.
ears don't heal back.
We got to talk about Tim Kennedy. We've got to talk about the
Hey!
SIG.
We talk-
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
We
let's
gotta talk about
let's
the
stick to a little,
situations.
Yeah.
little more
Yeah,
time
we should stick to
appropriate.
updating things. So, first of all, I will, I guess, go ahead and get our product announcement out of the way. This is not quite the launch yet, but we're confident with the R&D that's gone into it and testing for the past, I guess, almost 6 months now. And then this was a project I was working on actually before I went to Ukraine in 2021, I think is when I started this. And we're officially announcing them, and we'll be launching them hopefully within the next month. Maybe even in limited numbers sooner. But I'll try to make this show up on camera. We have... Oh, it's not going to focus. Hold on.
I have some here that are not installed. If you want to.
I do too. I just got to get it to focus.
Yeah, your camera is probably better than mine.
There we go. So we're launching a whole line of magazine base plates. We're going to have them in a variety of different colors. We have blue, red, green as you saw already, gray, black, and sadly this is the closest thing we'll have to tan, but I actually kind of like that it is a bit lighter if it'll focus.
Yeah, it's more of like
there we
a
go.
peach color.
Yeah,
Apricot,
it almost looks like a
maybe.
skin color.
You'll,
So
you'll
we
blow up doll color.
they'll come in a variety of colors to start off with, and then there will be multiple different styles. So you can get them blank, so it'll essentially just be a nub on the bottom. They do not fit flush with mags. That is intentional, so you can actually see when you're looking sideways at the mag what color it is. So we'll have just blank ones that are color coded. We'll have colors, or on top of colors, we'll also have some of your more basic calibers or rounds. So like this is an M193. We have a 300 blackout option.
Which one did you give me?
Yeah. You can't really see it. It's a 300 blackout option. 556, OTM, etc. Basically anything that will go into a 556 magazine.
This one says OTM.
Yep. We'll have 855A1, M856. A whole lot of different ones. I've already got them all made. I didn't have a whole huge variety next to me right now. But basically anything that'll fit. We worked actually really hard on the font. This is specifically we tested a bunch of different fonts, and we specifically found one that is high visibility, as well as you cannot, the zeros are slashed, as you can see with 300 blackout. So you can't be confusing zeros and O's. I also have, the font is deep and bold, etc. So we made them as easy to read as possible and taking up as much room on the bottom as possible. We also have, do I not have any with me? Stand by 1 second.
Stand by. As you was, soldier, as you was.
We was king.
I've been saying as you was to my soldiers
As you was.
a lot now.
I don't have any readily available at the moment. I don't know what I did with them all. But we will also have a numbering system. So it'll be 3 numbers, so 0 to 100. And that will be to essentially no longer have to white paint pen your magazines. So if you want to do that, now all your mags can be numbered without having to have some big white lettering on the side.
Yeah, but there's such a GWAT vibe to that.
Well, then you can keep doing it. And then lastly, we have tactile. So they are
Studded for your pleasure.
yes.
Hell yeah, brother.
And we have all different combinations. These were specifically designed to be felt with or without gloves. As long as they're not maybe thick winter gloves. So
Swedes.
we'll have, well, the camera's inverted. So we'll have all 3, and then you'll have 2s, some split, And then, of course, singles. The singles will be harder to feel the difference between them, especially with gloves on. So, like if it's complete darkness, these two will be harder to tell the difference between, because the actual locking portion is raised higher from the magazine. If you don't have gloves on, you can feel it, but that is something to be aware of. If you're specifically wanting singles and want it with gloves, that will be more difficult to tell, especially if you're in a hurry. So your options are a little more limited on these as far as the tactile feel. It's not like you have, I think the total combination was like 12 different combinations, or 9. I think it was 9. I'll have to go back and do the math. But if you're wearing gloves or intended to be very quick, you'll want that lower. And realistically, you probably won't need to ever tell the difference between 9 different ammo or caliber types in the field in the dark.
Yeah, dude, this isn't
Did we
PUBG.
explain like how I know we just showed them. Did we explain like what exactly it is, what piece of the
Yes.
magazine it is? Okay,
So
sorry,
I have a demo mag here. So we're gonna take the mag out. So essentially, to take a P mag apart, if you don't know, this is the locking plate. You're gonna push this down, and then slide the base plate off towards the front of the magazine, like this. Capture it with your finger so it doesn't fly off. And then this is what we are making. So you're going to take it off of the bottom of the spring. It has these little... I wish it would focus better. Has these little spring locks that capture the spring. And I'll put a tactile one on so you can see it. And to install it, you're basically going to bend the spring around the captive points, push it back down, slide your base plate back on, and there you go. And now you have a tactile color-coded base plate on. We understand that not everyone will want every color. Like, you know, this isn't necessarily for looking down on your kit and having 6 different magazine types and ammo types on your kit. Like, that's not realistic. In some cases, you might have, you know, a mag or two of tracer that you want identified, or, you know, in some even more rare cases, you know, a mag of subsonic and supersonic. But you really typically want to avoid mixed matching ammo types, especially, like, next to each other, just because when you're in a hurry, you may just grab one.
Yeah.
But that gives somebody the option. So like for me, I have a tracer mag on the side of my carrier, and that is labeled M856. And now I can just look at the bottom of that mag or from the side and see exactly what's in it. I have a 300 blackout kit that's completely separate from my primary plate carrier, and they're all labeled 300 blackout. And that's not necessarily just for me, but say someone grabs my kit and doesn't necessarily know bullet types or the difference. They might just try to put a mag in. Oh, this mag goes in. You put it in, and you can just say, hey, you know, read the bottom. And it's just ultimately how you keep track of your mags. You can use it for organization purposes. Like if you're stacking them all in an ammo can, you know exactly what's in each one. So yeah,
Passive
we wanted to
needs
make
under night vision would be good too.
I have looked into that. That's something we're actually trying to work on. But that is further down the road. Ultimately, this is just an extra tool you can use to organize, to having your carrier for identification purposes. And we didn't want to limit anyone's creativity to that, even if that means, you know, like I was showing earlier, excuse me, hit my mic, the single nubs, you know, maybe that's how you want to organize it. So we're offering that, even though it might be slightly less practical. So yeah, we'll have those up on the website soon. I think we're going to do, what was the pricing I decided on? I think it was 5 for $10, something like that. So they will be affordable. Part of the inspiration for this was do any of y'all have those magazine like rubber band bracelet things that you put around, like the mag bands? You put them around and it's like 300 blackout or 556. Do any of y'all
Oh, I
have
know what
those?
you're talking about. No, I don't need
No.
this.
Okay. So my original inspiration for that was those suck.
Yeah.
One of the biggest reasons is if you're double stacking your mags or have it in a tight fitting mag pouch and you go to pull it out, those bands will actually roll on each other and get stuck. And while PMags don't fit flush because of the base plate, steels do, and those bands will single-handedly keep your mags from pulling out smoothly. And even with PMags, the two bands stacked cause that rubber friction. On top of that, you can't see them when you're looking down in your carrier. Because if you're looking down the bands here, the only thing you're doing is giving the enemy or whatever you're doing a massive red band or multicolored band around your mag, and that's just not it's not a good thing you want to have on your kit. So
Weren't some of those IR reflective at times too?
maybe I haven't seen some that are, but it wouldn't surprise me.
But it's not, as the kids would say, cash money.
Yeah. So we specifically developed these so you can look down. If it's in your plate carrier, you can see it. If it's sitting on your shelf, you can see it. If it's sitting in your ammo can, you can see it. It's just always visible from essentially no matter what angle you look at your mag from. And I know Magpul has their own tactile version of these. That's basically just different ridges on the top. I think they only have 3 options for those. There's no one else on the market doing exactly what we're doing as far as colors and ammo types, numbering
Modularity
system, stuff like that. Exactly. So, we're also working on some other ones at the moment. I won't announce those yet, but there are going to be future options and potentially colors in the future. And ultimately, everyone organizes their stuff a different way, and I don't want to be the one saying to limit, or be the one to limit you. So all numbering, lettering, tactile options will be available on every color. We're not going to limit you to what color and stuff. It will make the sale a little more complicated. I'm going to have to figure out how on the website, how you're going to order these exactly. It'll probably be like choose a color, choose the numbering section you want, or choose what ammo or caliber type. But that'll be coming in the next few weeks. There will be a short lead time on them to start off with, just because I actually have had a good bit of feedback from these, and everyone's loved the samples we put out. So I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with demand initially, but we will try, and we'll communicate that to everybody. Anything else that I'm missing on them? Oh, these are for Gen 2 PMags only right now. We are working on a Gen 3 PMag option, and we're looking into a Lancer option, as well as AR-10 mags. But as of right now...
that's the only reason why I haven't been able to try them yet, is because I mostly use, a little bit of PMags I do have are Gen 3s. I mostly use Lancers and Duramags.
Dura's good.
It's a Duramax mechanic.
Unfortunately, we do have, I'm not saying we'll never come out with some kind of steel base plate in the future that you can't adapt to or something, but that is not in the works right now. Right now, we're going to be sticking exclusively to PMags and potentially Lancer. I'm experimenting with those, but I'm not sure how that's going to go.
You'd have to do a whole, I think with Lancers, I think you'd have to do like a whole base plate.
Yes. So we'll see. The AR-10 PMags are very similar. The 7.62 by 51, it's just not going to focus. PMags are very similar. We will be working on those in the future. And of course, the Gen 3 PMags. But right now, since they're the most popular, we'll just be releasing the Gen 2 initially. But they're super easy to install. We don't have any currently that are actual combat tested, but we have heat tested them, like temperature tested, to what I think are high enough standards for any combat environment that you'll likely see. We've done plenty of drop tests from various heights, various angles, reloads, emptying. They're not gonna, in our opinion, probably wear out any faster than the Magpul ones. We have taken them in and out multiple times. and after an extended period of removing and putting back in, we have had some break, but we think that's an unrealistic expectation to continually want to take your mag apart, replace it, swap it with different ones. That's probably just not something that we see happening. But for any standard usage, including our limited like combat testing environments, we are fully on board with their reliability.
Especially when it comes to operating in your mom's basement, I assure you, as someone who is
Exactly.
also a basement dweller, they work just fine.
Hey, Zach, put some respect on my name. It's my dad's garage, okay?
My man.
We will warranty them out if they do in case break. I need to figure out like the terms of that and things, for legal reasons. But ultimately, I'm very confident in them. I
I'm
have
gonna
them
step
in.
out real quick. I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
Okay. I have them in every
Yep.
single one of my PMags that is in use right now, and have for months. Like I said, we've done drop testing, full auto dumps, you name it. They've been through it and have held up great. So yeah, that's our latest product.
They won't corrode.
Yes, no corrosion. That's our latest product. Expect those to be on the website within the next month or so, possibly sooner. We might even start doing very small batches, like limited number runs. So keep checking the website for those. Sign up for the newsletter. So if you go to the website, there'll be like a newsletter box where you can put your email in. Sign up for that. And when they do launch to their entirety, I will be dropping, a newsletter to our email subscribers for that. So we're very excited. It's something that has technically been years in the work.
In the making.
Yeah, in the making. And this isn't necessarily just for you either. I think this will be kind of my closing thing. It also applies if you're running in a team. When I was downrange, I don't know about Sean's experience. I had a little bit more leniency as far as like what ammo types or styles, calibers we ran. But my mags were likely not loaded the same way as my battle buddies or my squad mates. And so, even if the organization isn't just for you as far as, all green or all red or whatever, it can also apply to, just each person in your team has a different designated color, just to avoid confusion. Because a lot of times we just wouldn't run the same style of ammo or mag types. So, yeah, really look forward to it, and I don't think we'll take up any more of everyone's time with that. But look for them. We'll be posting more pictures on Instagram and keep you guys updated. So be sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to the newsletter for more updates. Yay!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
That was a bit more lengthy than I wanted it to, but
But
yeah, I'm glad we got it out of the way. Oh, why do we have so many dropped frames on the live stream?
No
That was
clue,
okay.
maybe connection or something.
Not good.
Yeah.
They got mad because we didn't do it extensively enough. We've been taking too long of breaks.
Well, hopefully it's okay. It's being recorded, so if the live ends up going bad, we'll upload the recording. All right. So what's been going on in a year?
Like the last episode.
Yeah, like the lost episode 1 it still exists. Maybe one day.
No, at this point, it's SCP lore.
Yeah. It might just forever stay there. We'll see. It's actually on the YouTube channel, but it's privatized. So maybe one day we'll end up dropping it. I'm trying to remember what went wrong. I think y'all didn't have your audio coming through, and it was just me rambling.
No, it was the one we did live.
The
Me,
very
you,
first
and
one.
Zach.
Oh, no, that's
No, no,
uploaded.
no.
That's out.
Oh, it is? Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, damn. I know.
I know I uploaded. Did I
When I
ever
took over the
non-privatize
fucking
it?
computer cord and unplugged it.
Yeah. No, that's hold on. Oh,
You guys want to see some funny shit?
No.
Go watch that episode.
they haven't seen. No one's seen that yet.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
referring to. Yeah.
It is up on YouTube. We have not unlisted it yet. I still need input on that before I finalize it. So yeah, that will get uploaded soon. That's actually been on YouTube since 2024, the end of December that got uploaded. So we need to
Oof.
actually finish pushing that out. So yeah, but yeah, I thought you were talking about episode 1, our very first
No, I
months
saw
episode.
you
later.
when you were like, "Hey, watch out for that cord," and then I got up and proceeded to trip over the fucking cord.
Yeah, yeah. So the one Sean's referencing, that is our reaction to Grand Thumb having 2 Ukrainian foreign veterans, 2 Ukrainian
Yeah.
foreign fighters, on and interviewing them, and that was essentially our reaction and interview to that.
I don't know if
Um,
anybody remembers, but that one British guy literally looked like Shane Gillis in a balaclava, or I should say,
Maybe
a
it was
half-mask.
Shane Gillis.
It could have been.
Ow, I just
So-
fixed it. But
Did Shane Gillis volunteer to fight in Ukraine?
You never know. So yeah,
you guys hear that? You guys hear that? An FPV? Hey, FPV, if you kill me, you're gay.
oh, I just unplugged something. Oh no, we're good. So yeah,
Oh,
the
no.
past year, I am in a new location, as you can see. I think this is actually the first episode here. Honestly, not much has changed. I've been working. Honestly, I've spent a lot of time in the past 6 months on these. That was probably several hundred hours of stuff. We did an airsoft event. We were weren't all of us? Yeah, all 4 of us were at GTI.
Everybody that's here
in
right now, yeah.
March. Was that March?
Some more were also there.
It might have been March.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Yeah,
it was March.
they don't know, and well, some of them. So yeah, there were others there that some of you guys know, some of you do not. That was a lot of fun. That was a
fun
GTI.
time. Yeah,
Yep.
that was one of the more. Middle Sim's always goofy,
Yeah.
but that was one of the more fun ones, and it might have just be because we had a big group of
Mhm.
us.
Were there 7 of
and
us?
usually the big group we have. Yeah, it was 7 of us. Yeah, so we had like a whole fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a coherent squad. We did some good things. We learned a lot. I can't name drop this individual, but one of the people there is newer to all of it. New to airsoft, new to combat-esque things, new to guns, everything.
Shenanigans.
And it was a big teaching thing for them, and that was really cool to see that individual like progress. I know we've talked
a lot
about
of memes
before.
came out of that.
Yeah, as always. But yeah, as we've talked about before, like airsoft can be a huge training aid. Like continue to use it.
It really, yeah, it really can. It's a great way to. It's a great way to trial and error your kit, because you buy like, oh man, I'm gonna buy this chest rig. Like maybe you go buy like a fucking Haley strategic chest rig. I'm just using examples, and then
name
the strategic chest rig is not fit for your needs. Maybe you want to go something a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Ian and I run the Paternity Thumb chest rigs.
Whoa, bro!
I haven't
please.
actually
Oh.
used that at an event yet. I need to try
Oh, you
that.
haven't?
No.
I've been using the piss out of mine ever since I bought it. I think
I've used it at like just a regular, like day game. I haven't used it at a multiple day kind of
I've used it there. I've
coordinated
also
event.
used it in the field with the guard. And it's I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding the creator of that and said company. But they're good fucking test rigs.
Yeah,
that
it do be comfy.
Before all that controversy happened.
yeah
Fair.
that
To be
that
fair,
hasn't come up
his
since
wife-
our last
Or
episode.
his ex-wife still owns Onward as well. So I mean, technically,
Yes.
you're supporting a single
Both.
mother if you were still buy from them.
Right. That's that. Hey, that counts as a minority-owned business, right?
Yeah. Oh no, I dropped something. Oh well, it's gone. Yeah. Well, we also had an SQ airsoft event. We were at SQ for a whole weekend.
Yeah, that was.
Ian was not
That was my
there.
first one. Yeah, Ian was not
No,
there.
I didn't make it for that one.
A couple of others.
It was us three, Ashman, and then
He abbreviated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't name drop everyone else. I don't know if they're comfortable with that, but
Oh,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that was also a very good experience. We learned a lot from that too because we had 2 new people.
That was also really fun because it was at night and nobody had night vision.
Oh.
To include us, but I had my cloud defensive light on my airsoft gun and was just beaming the fuck out of people through the fucking
Yeah.
woods.
Yeah, that was when I actually left, and I was mad because I would have loved to use my Raiden 3.0.
Yeah.
Spotlight.
That's what's making me actually like break up with my old Surefire lights. Like I use them in Ukraine. I've had that light for 6 years now. It's an M300V and it's a great light. But yeah, it's an expensive and good light, but it was I don't know if I've actually had to use it in a combat situation or even an actual combat situation when it was that dark. And essentially what ended up happening is it was just completely inadequate. Like totally inadequate for an outdoor no moon situation.
Yeah.
And
Cloud
I've
defensive
since
lights was, yeah, like it was pitch black outside. There was like no moon loom or anything like that. And like, of course, we know how to move through the woods at night. So, when it's dark. And was literally, I would illuminate like a whole fucking squad and we just wipe them the fuck out in like seconds. It was hilarious, honestly, but.
Yeah, and that's something.
Vietnam when you would call in for an illumination flare.
Yeah, you just drop it from the sky and the whole area lights up. That was Sean. We actually got Sean up into a tower.
Yeah, I was about to say, we took a guard tower and I was just sitting there at the top. And then somebody would yell, "Hey, I need a loom over here!" And I just fucking light that area up. And it was,
it was actually a great lesson, not just for us. I hope other people there at that event learned things too, because like light discipline was killing everybody.
Yes.
We essentially ended up sticking Sean up in the tower, and this isn't the most necessarily realistic situations, but knowing that no one there had night vision, that was just information that we just gathered from observing. But no players had night vision, and essentially we end up sticking Sean up in the tower along with another person, I think. And then we had a team of us below kind of in a radius around him. And it was basically like, okay, I have contact, X amount of meters in front of me this direction. And then Sean would pivot and beam that whole area. And then we would all basically sector fire on them. So it was like, and we were able to do that, or in some cases Sean was like fully autonomous too, by the enemy team having poor light discipline. And then he lights them up, and then it works as a spotlight lighthouse for us, and then we all triangulate on that. So do airsoft. Like, if you've never been in night combat, you don't necessarily need to go take a night fighting class. I mean, I would encourage you to, if you can afford it and if you have the kit or whatever to do so. But if you don't, go play airsoft. Go find a 24-hour night game near you. I think for that whole weekend we paid it was like $90 each, like
something like that. Not even. I think it might have been 65 or something like that.
Yeah, like
I just remember I was broke as a joke.
Yeah, I think one of us paid for you.
Yeah.
But like it, for most people, if you have enough kit to actually play airsoft or do this stuff, you probably have an extra $65 for the month you can spend to actually get some training in. It's going to be a lot cheaper than an $800 class, and no, you won't have somebody instructing you. Like, you're not going to have somebody walking you through it step by step and guiding you. But at the same time, if you pay attention and study yourself as well as the other people, you will learn and have a takeaway from it.
It's also a good way, like that same one we were talking about, you were just talking about, I've learned, to
secure your kit? I mean, my kit?
Yeah. RIP Jamie's flashlight. But, I was just wearing, it was cold. It was in March. So I was wearing like a Flex-Tarn, not parka or field jacket, but just like a lined Flex-Tarn jacket with M81 pants and kit. And it worked very well. I was maybe 30 yards from this squad and then was just, I didn't even have good concealment. I was behind a dead bush, and was just fucking, and like it took them forever to figure out because like they knew which direction it was coming from, but they were like, "Fuck, where's this guy at?" And eventually, some dude saw the fucking, I guess, saw like light glint off of my fake ACOG. So, yeah.
It gives you a different perspective. Night fighting's different. I mean, it's just like how we've talked about on the podcast before. Urban warfare is different than, you know, suburban, which is different than forest, and which is different than, you know, Arctic, desert, you know, whatever. It's the same thing with night fighting. It's just a whole nother dynamic that if you haven't experienced and done before, it's different. You have to adapt to it.
Oh yeah,
We
you
had,
don't even have to be like on top of anybody. And like we had flashlights that were probably like mid tier. They weren't like anything crazy, and you could still see the glimmer of people's scopes or flashlights across the way when we were down there in Barnwell. So
yeah,
I mean,
that is the
weird.
keep going.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go grab a show and tell.
oh, you're good. And like, I mean, I have a Rain 3.0, so like, I want to flex and say like that rains out hits pretty far. But regardless if it is, I mean, that light's still going, whether or not you see it's there. All it takes is a reflective material to bounce back. And if it was an IRL scenario, it's like a conventional force. I'm not going to push that position if it's nighttime and it might be near pier. I'm just going to drop a fucking bomb on it, dude. Like,
yeah.
let's be real. Like, we're not going to risk near pier.
If only we had the infrastructure and logistics to drop JDAMs.
Yeah.
I actually this is a new rifle that's not a rifle. Thanks, ATF. This is mine. You guys haven't seen this. Well, you guys have. The audience has not. Since the last episode. This replaced my older AR I was running. But in Ukraine, this is the exact same flashlight system I had. It's the one I was referencing earlier, my M300V. I did not have the... Who makes this? The 100 Concepts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Out of Tennessee.
I didn't use these. And I know when I came back, I think you guys had all adopted them, and I didn't get on board with it yet. And then literally being at that airsoft thing, was the reason I ended up picking this up. And, yeah. Glint and, just glass protection, but a lot of it's just glint.
I mean, like Travis Haley even says it, dude. Like, he literally takes his kids airsofting, like, because it's fun to do it with them, but it's a complete training scenario where you have at least it's a controlled environment, but you pretty much get to utilize your control groups to find out what's effective under stress moments and so forth. So if your motor skills aren't great, what can I adapt my gear to so that way if they continue to be like that in any threshold of environment, I can continuously get results. Yes, good exercise. Yeah.
Get you off your ass and running through the woods, you know?
Oh, yeah, and you can get roughed up pretty good. I was running training plates that were 7 pounds a piece to simulate like heavier pour level 4s. And that was exhausting, especially in the JPC. But, and it taught me basically like if I want to be faster, I either need to pay up from those level 4s or I need to just drop to a level 3 plus.
Yeah, that's...
Or get bigger.
Didn't we have somebody... or bulk. Didn't we actually have someone at that event that realized they didn't have enough or too many clothes on? Because I don't remember which situation it went, but they basically either put more clothes on because it was going to get dark and cold in the evening, and then realized they were way too hot and had to like take off all their kit. Was that you? Yeah.
I stripped some layers. I had a windbreaker on a level 5 PCU and otherwise a BDU underneath it. So it was just like basic levels, but like you sweat really bad when you start running through woods and stuff like that. And once we got static again, I'd get cold. Like it was cold, but when you're running so hard with
you're
kit,
sweating.
You start sweating.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and now you're wet with sweat, and now you get cold again, and
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what I every so often I have to
I fucking hate
off my gear, strip my windbreaker, stick it back in my back panel, throw back on my, carrier, and then I'd be like, all right, cool. I'm a little bit more able to breathe. But once we got like pinned in the spawn and fucking getting cold again, I was like, oh, I'm gonna throw it back on.
I would rather charge through an Oblivion Gate than attempt to do Arctic Warfare.
Dude, my hats are off to those guys. I watched something or read.
Yeah.
I don't remember something on those guys the other day, and I was like, I don't know how that's. Yeah.
I mean, I've done.
I'm not
military
even
operations when it was
gonna
below
lie. I
freezing.
would lay down and die. Like
Yeah,
that's just
like I've
They'd
done
be like-
military operations when it's been both below freezing and 120 degrees.
Hmm.
And honestly, I'd rather take the 120 degrees in that situation just because yeah.
My standard philosophy
When
in
you
kind of like
cold,
life
you
is
sit
like
here,
I'd
you
rather it
lock
be
up and
cold.
you're miserable.
Yeah. Like my philosophy had been for a while, like not combat related, but in general life, like I would rather be cold so I can put on more layers. But then specifically in like combat environments, like it was much worse because of the layering issue. Like if you have to move
Yeah.
quickly, and that's the weird part. Obviously, it's less like this in airsoft, but you should still try to apply stuff like that. You have to prepare for you moving because like if I'm on a static, guard position for a bit, I need to really be wearing what I should to anticipate having to move because what you don't want to have, obviously, as long as
you
you're not
don't get to
freezing.
choose.
Yeah, like if you're forced to move while you have a ton of layers on, you're getting pushed and you're moving from cover to cover or having to fall back, whatever the situation may deem. You don't want to be a heat casualty in sub freezing temperatures because you had way too many clothes on. So sometimes you have to be uncomfortable while being static in order to just simply survive while having to move.
Although allegedly, I hear a really good trick for undergarment is like fishnets, like just netting underneath BDUs.
Fishnets, you say?
Literally, I heard this from like Scandinavians. The guys
No,
over at
I'm
trying to remember,
base layers.
Falcon
Yeah.
Claw.
Oh
they,
yeah.
They were like, believe it or not, like the mesh material. Anytime guys come up here for winter simulations, we tell them about it, and they're like, "There's no fucking way." And then they do it, and they're like, "This is extremely comfortable," and it apparently helps tremendously with insulating, but also to pretty much allow you to breathe underneath all your garment too, which is wild. Like it looks kinky as hell without the BDUs on, but like when they're bare, but like otherwise you wouldn't know.
Big
Zach
titty
says
girl
asking
combats.
that's the anime background.
Yeah. It's very
It's a
fitting for you
PJ,
now.
bro. Look, it's Garanthum's unit, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Something else.
Grantham happened on our hiatus. That's
that whole
Yeah.
thing.
I know Sean was covering it a bit on Instagram. I think we all kind of were, honestly. But I know Sean was actually actively posting and stuff and sharing stuff, and yeah, that was a wild ride.
What?
Paternity thumb.
Granthum's
Grantham
Paternity
happened
thumb.
on our hiatus.
Fallout thumb.
Yeah. Fallout thumb.
Mike
Yeah.
is no longer there. That's sad.
Yeah. On the bright
It
side,
is sad,
though,
but also good for him.
yeah, I was about to say on the bright
yeah.
side though, like Mike is doing really well on his own. So is
Yep.
Charlie. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot about Charlie too. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Micah as well, because he went and did his own stuff.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I thought you said just
for
Charlie.
repeating me.
I said
My
Micah, and then Sean said Micah and Charlie, and then you come in and say, "Oh yeah, Micah."
Wow, he's doing
Micah.
the thing in real time. That's amazing.
the reposting IRL. It's like the prophecy just continues. I would say Tim Kennedy happened, but Tim Kennedy happened a long time ago and just continues to happen.
Tim Kennedy, that's like the problem is though, like that's continuing to develop. Like every fucking week that evolves in some kind of way. And it's just like, brother, please stop.
You have to understand, he killed so many people, the kill feed is still catching up, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Hold on. Oh, dude. Hold on. Let me find.
He killed like easily 20 people with like 20 grenades he shoved up his fit or his man veg.
Where's is it Project Atlas that's covering all this?
Yeah, I think so. Mostly, like he literally almost smear level campaign, but it's all factual information. So it's not even like
anybody.
kind of what they've had to
No.
resort to, because it's very much looking like he's trying to set himself up to run for political office.
Oh yeah.
Monitor.
Um,
I guess I should make this full screen.
And if, if people don't know any better, and then he makes all these claims that he did this, and that, they're gonna be like, of course the right's going to vote for him, unequivocally.
Okay, so
So-
oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on. Can I share my screen on Discord? There you go. Okay, now y'all can see it. So, this is Project Atlas. It's pretty wild. I'm trying to find some specific things that have come up. I was looking for his like old tweet of him talking about how he killed women and children.
I think the PTSD one. I think it was the PTSD one you went over.
Was it this one?
Right there. I'm pretty sure. Yep.
I'm asked daily about how and why I don't have PTSD. I'm probably the last person on Earth you should ask about this stuff. I have killed kids and women during war. I have seen my friends and fellow soldiers burned alive. My adult life is filled with the things horror movies are made of. I could have nightmares every night or be a medicated PTSD victim if I... Was there more, or is it...
That's one of my many other problems with him, is in regards to talking about PTSD, he basically just has that get over it pussy mentality.
Probably because he doesn't actually have it.
Well, so the thing is, he's also walked back on that anyways, just like he does everything else.
Oh yeah, hold on. Where's his apology? Apology quote.
Apology.
Is this it? Oh no, that's just irony though.
Brittany alone.
Where is his apology?
And before you do show everybody, just imagine if a lawyer was to be in the room with you and advise you on what you should say because you might have criminalized yourself with stolen valor, and then with that in mind, read the letter.
Oh, here's his quote apology. I'm not gonna read it all. If someone else wants to read it, that's fine, or if the audience just wants to. But yeah, this is his quote apology. Yeah.
I can't read.
We'll leave that up for a few minutes. And
wait, you guys can read?
Y'all have been getting paid and can read?
Y'all seem to misunderstand. There's a reason the Marine Corps reached out to me.
I consistently say I don't read. That's why that's what I have a lieutenant for.
You mean the people that can't read maps?
So yeah, that's I highly recommend. We're not gonna just completely spoil. I guess. Oh, who removed his podcast? Was it Jocko?
Might have been Sean Ryan.
Sean Ryan probably could have been it.
Yeah, at least one or two of the famous people that he has gone on podcasts with have removed the podcast episode or delisted it.
I'm pretty sure it was Sean Ryan.
Yeah, Sean actually has at least some semblance of decency.
Well, Sean Ryan also has, he has a lot of credibility.
Yes.
And he's very well respected.
Oh yeah, he did some gangster shit back in the day.
Yeah, that would have completely destroyed him. Yeah.
Yeah. Highly recommend going and finding Project Atlas on Instagram. Cool dudes. They actually follow us, so that's even cooler. So yeah, hit them up for all the juicy Tim Kennedy. I would say it's drama, but it's actually like far more than that, and it's to the point of just being sad at this point.
Well, it's not
this
even
is
just
real
drama.
life.
It's become like a serious legal issue now. He's facing.
Yeah, he's profiting off of essentially stolen valor.
Yeah, the Maryland State National Guard. Yeah, Maryland National Guard, and then I think another state.
It's like Minnesota, Wisconsin, one of those
something like that,
Midwestern states
are also
investigating
their own independent investigations.
Oh wait, where's the where's that Reddit? The Reddit thread, the Tim Kennedy Reddit thread.
Maybe? I don't know.
No, it's not Tim Kennedy's. It's one second.
Y'all excuse me for just a moment. I'm gonna run outside and grab my Charitos.
Okay. No, it's that Reddit thread that somebody made. They posted anonymously, but they shared just enough details. They were like at his unit or something. It was like, I don't remember the exact details. It was like paragraphs of stuff about how essentially um no one likes him. This person had served with him. Had been with this unit for like 18 years, blah blah blah, and enough people figured out who it was. But then they said that more investigations would be coming because of all of this. And this isn't an instance of just stolen valor. Like, it's one thing to, walk around your local, strip mall wearing, a mixed match of badges and ribbons and tabs and everything, on your uniform saying, hey, I'm a veteran when you never served. Like, that's bad enough. But then to go and specifically profit off of it and make it your entire personality.
Well, it's like I said earlier. Oh shit. It's like I said earlier that like it's really looking like he's going to try to run for some kind of political office. And he is using that is though he's lying for political gain.
Mm-hmm. And financial gain.
Yeah.
Don't leave that out.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's a little different than getting a discount at the local Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, your 10% yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's like that. Yeah,
he's profiting millions, and like not just a couple, like but millions, like with a big plural S. Tens of millions. Between all of his, he has 2 NGOs, I believe. Like Save Our Allies and something or whatever. And is just funneling astronomical amounts of money through that. Of course, his book, Scars and Stripes, where he claims he got a Purple Heart that he literally doesn't have. And just all this stuff. Yeah. It's one thing to lie about being a vet. It's another thing to lie about being like a wounded vet. And then it's another thing to lie about being like a wounded special operations vet that is doing it for profit and political gain. Like, it just like continues to stack on top. And every time someone calls out his BS, he doubles down. Like, just, yeah. Oh, and let's not all overlook when this is like going back like 6 years ago when do y'all remember when the Delta Point Micro came out? It's like that weird red dot that replaces like your rear side of your pistol.
Yeah.
And all the gun tubers at the time had like horrible things to say about it. Like, I'm just kind of, like the whole Grand Thumb Lucas gang, like all of that, 5 or 6 years ago, we're like, hey, this thing sucks. And Tim Kennedy comes out doing a review saying how like it's incredible and it's the best thing ever, blah blah blah. Well, and then it came out he was sponsored by Trigicon, but he did this whole. Yeah.
Well, he's been sponsored by Loophole for a long time. I want to say going.
He did a review and classed it as a review, but never disclosed that it was a sponsorship or that he was sponsored by them. So it like completely breaks, what is that, FCC or FTC trade guidelines? Yeah. He was paid to do it, which is illegal. You can't have a review. Like, and what was even crazier, he's the only one that had good things to say about it. So all they were doing were paying him to say good things about it, and he never disclosed that they were paying him. So like,
well, I will say James Reeves did drop one from a helicopter, and allegedly it still held 0. So
that means something, I suppose.
That video is, I'm pretty sure it's still on YouTube.
So, yeah, Tim Kennedy, that whole thing's a mess. It's sad. It's infuriating, honestly. Like, I think this is something that we as like an inner circle have been talking about for literally years. Like years. Long before Ohana Arms or even the podcast.
Before that was the meta.
Oh yeah.
We're the original certified Tim Kennedy haters.
So I
Tim Kennedy
without
has
naming
no
names,
more haters. It's because I'm dead.
Without naming names, and what's funny is I think this person will watch this podcast, and maybe even now or later. Someone I was in Ukraine with, who did MMA stuff and jiu-jitsu, UFC stuff, etc. I wouldn't call this person a Tim Kennedy dick sucker. He's probably gonna text me about this soon. He's gonna text me, but he was definitely simping for Tim Kennedy, and has since come out to me and been like, "Homie, you were right. This is all messed up." And I was like, "Dude,
Yeah.
like the writing was on the wall, and it just got worse and worse." So, shout out to that individual.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna
Where do
say
we go from here?
it's like with Robert O'Neill and him being like, "Yeah, I was the one that fucking killed Bin Laden," and then the rest of the SEAL team being like,
No,
"He was there, but it wasn't him."
Well, Project Atlas dives into that some on his Instagram.
Yeah.
About oh, what's the y'all saw the picture of him on the Instagram, but it was basically like how CIA worship, like CIA and soft worship, is just out of hand, and like yeah,
Oh yeah.
like somebody can say, you know, oh yeah, I would like we see that all the time. Like you go watch a freaking Shark Tank episode, and it's like, hey sharks, I'm launching my new weightlifting equipment. I'm a former Navy SEAL, and I'm gonna put it on the package. It's like, okay, like cool, like that's very
Have you guys
respectable.
I'll take your
But now-
entire stock.
Yeah, you're degrading the reputation of your unit and of your peers by using it as a marketing gimmick. And making it your whole
I feel like that's
personality.
half the reason dudes become SEALs.
I mean, maybe. But, like, I thought the whole concept of, like, soft and... I mean, well, SEALs is soft, but I thought, like, the whole concept of that was, like, the whole silent professionals thing. Like, I thought that was the
Well,
point.
yeah, precisely. Have you guys seen the guy? He just started coming out doing a lot of podcasts with people. He's former CIA. I can't remember what his fucking name is.
Long hair guy?
No, no,
Oh, 'cause
no.
that's
This
who I was
guy,
talking about a second ago that Project Atlas called out.
He's older and he wears glasses. John Kiriakou, that guy.
I don't think I've...
he's
Maybe
been
I've seen
coming
him.
up.
I don't...
You might have. He's been coming up like my TikTok feed is just nothing but like interviews with him, and he's just talking about. He's like one of those people that says they're former CIA, and then you like believe it because of all the shit he's saying that CIA did.
Mm-hmm.
He's like not saying like, yeah, I was some fucking badass. I did this, this, and that. It's him like remorsefully being like, yeah, well, when I was with the CIA, they did this, this, and that, and I'm, using the platform to make that aware to the public.
Mm-hmm.
I think he worked for like John Kerry's office too. Yeah, he's super interesting stuff he talks about though. He also he talks about how he talks about how he was framed and wound up spending actual time in prison. Well, he wasn't framed, but he was basically like being used as a scapegoat.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Not
yeah,
framed
that doesn't
into
sound like a
prison.
CIA at all.
Yeah.
No, I find it hard to believe they'd do something like that.
No.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying the CIA controls the weather. I'm just saying if tomorrow they were like, hey guys, we've been controlling the weather the whole time, I wouldn't be surprised.
No. And this isn't coming up in the comments right now, but this has been a thing that has personally been brought to my attention. We're not trying to take away, like, for example, I know we've talked about like Mike Murphy and not Mike Murphy, Marcus Luttrell and Tim Kennedy,
Yeah.
a lot of people like that. Mike Murphy's cool, he's great, but Marcus Luttrell and stuff like that, and we're not like trying to take away what they have done, like the good things they've done, but
Yeah.
you have to take all of this into consideration. Like, I'm not saying Tim Kennedy wasn't a veteran and didn't go do some cool things and actually serve his country. Like, that's not what I'm saying. What we're essentially saying is, like, you have to look at the whole picture here. Like, and
The
he's
hero
doing,
worship has got to stop.
yeah. And what
Yeah.
he is doing is
Yeah.
degrading, as I talked about like a minute ago with like the SEALs, like it degrades and makes it cheap. And there's a reason that, from my understanding, most of these guys' peers that are alive and, in any public, way, don't have any contact with them and don't agree with what they do and how they do it, or, anything like that.
Oh yeah,
I
Tim
mean,
Kennedy's
I've done-
former team leader was on Twitter and blew him up, and like
Correct.
he had to wait on it because he was still operating, so he couldn't just come out whenever he wanted to.
Yeah.
He was still doing stuff, and then finally, I think it was like maybe last September or so, he got on there and it absolutely just like blew the fuck up in terms of calling out Tim and saying that like he's always been known in his unit as like someone to stretch the truth
Mhm.
for his own values, and a bunch of other goofy shit where he's like, if Tim tells you that somebody died, odds are that person's made up anyways.
Keep going. I'm looking for something real quick.
What I think it was Jamie, you commented on it. He made a post about something like it was D-Day or 9/11 or
Yeah.
something like that. And he just then goes on to talk about what he did and his accomplishments, and you were like, "Good job, Tim. Way to make it all about you, big dog."
Mm-hmm. Like, he can take something so wholesome and good about, I think in that case it was the World War II reenactment. And literally the whole thing was like, look what I'm doing. And it's like, it's not about you. Like, you take, all these different things, all of this, and then you just try to circle it back into you and how you're a special for, you were a Green Beret, so it's I'm really honored to be doing Green Beret reenactments because I was a Green Beret. It's like, okay. Or,
Yeah.
anyone could have, reenacted Green Beret. It's like, it's cool. Like, it's super cool. But you don't need to just immediately try to make it about you and your resume building. Here is a
like, I
comment
did-
from mid-tier snobs. I know we have had each of us have had some different interactions, good and bad, with mid-tier snobs and stuff. But MTS commented on Project Atlas's thing. Here, I'll actually go. Why is it small?
Okay, before you do say it, was it a good or bad take?
MTS had a bad
Not
take.
surprised. Yeah,
So,
not surprised.
I'll read.
surprised.
I'm not gonna go switching screens and
That's
everything again.
again.
But Project Atlas said, "Thank you, Frontline Misfits, for sharing this incredible, influential, and groundbreaking speech given by Tim Kennedy, given to a room of cops at the street cop training." Okay, why Tim Kennedy speaking at a street cop training? I don't know, because like we already know that
Because
they
he's
train
an MMA,
military.
bro.
Okay, so
So they're gonna
Here
like
Tim
mixed
Kennedy is
martial
describing
shoot
a-
some people.
mixed martial shoot some people. Here Tim. Oh yeah, you mean shooting women and children? That's right up the cop training alley, right there.
Yeah.
Hot take. Here Tim is describing a war story from one of his 20+ combat deployments. This is all in quotes, by the way, from Project Atlas. This mission in particular took place in the catacombs of France when Iranian sleeper cells amassed a force of 10,000 and were preparing a large-scale Tet offensive-style attack. Tim killed the leader with a swift blow. He then boiled his skull and drank whiskey from it. Without Tim, Europe would be lost. MTS commented, "At the end of the day, he's still a Green Beret and still went to combat, and that's got to count for something." And I replied to MTS, I said, "That doesn't change the fact he profits off of telling lies of heroic proportions while guys from his unit never made it home."
Once
MTS.
once humility goes out of the door and you're
Yeah.
no longer humble about it, you
Yeah.
ain't shit.
Well, and MTS
almost like-
had a
I tell
slightly
people I-
less... Good.
I
sorry.
consistently tell young soldiers either be humble about it or shut the fuck up.
It's almost like the silent professional, is.
Oh, hey, I said that.
Yeah.
It's one. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
one combo. It's not professional. That might be silent or like just silent. It's silent professional. Like, just do your job, dude. If you're doing it for recognition, you're not supposed to be there in the first place. Period.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how many other guys have done really cool gangster shit? They probably done wiped out like villages in Vietnam, and they went to the grave with the secret. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They didn't make a fucking book about it.
MTS
Yeah.
did slightly recover here. They specifically tagged me and said, "Of course, I agree wholeheartedly, but my point is we also cannot strip him of his achievements and service. I mean, you can choose to do that, but I would say this. Had his life ended during any of his actual deployments in service to our nation, we would be a grateful nation. I think he should be held accountable, but I also think we need to show more humility.
Just like
And
Tim,
then I don't know if I
Tim,
ever actually
just like Tim.
replied to that because
Tim
I was
Kennedy
just
is the one that needs to be showing humility.
correct.
People have literally
And-
lost their tabs over less, dude. People have lost the beret over less. Like, I
Yeah.
don't understand why this is still
Exactly.
going on.
Precisely, dude. Like,
So like yes, and I bring this up because specifically I have gotten messages and comments in the past from viewers about us talking about these guys, and ultimately it boils down to like, yes, we don't intend to strip them of their achievements, but at the same time you have to look at the whole picture, and it's like I'm trying to think like how to relate this to something else, like an actor or something. Like somebody's not going to hire an actor who had some good movies and actually did some good stuff and then goes on and on and on about, how they've made and then they make bad movies and go on about their achievements and, write a book about it. Like no one's going to hire them again. That wasn't the best analogy, but
yeah, I'll say this much. One of the Army's core values is integrity.
Womp womp womp.
Who would have thought?
That's-
Man, that's
at
crazy.
the
It's
end of the
almost like
day-
they tell you, like, hey.
Integrity.
At the end of the day, being in the military is holding yourself accountable to that standard.
Mm-hmm.
And Tim Kennedy, having been in the Army, and it's literally integrity is one of those core values you have to hold yourself accountable to. And that's gone out the door, and he's quit fucking doing that. He's abandoned all integrity.
Yeah.
So I think, that speaks for itself.
I don't think we're out of line, and I have no moral dilemma as far as like calling him out, or no moral problems with calling him out and bringing awareness to it. At all. Qualms. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Don't
Like-
do the thing if you can't be judged for the thing, dude. Like,
Mhm.
I've done
He
shit
brought this
that
upon himself.
I thought was cool. Like some people might not, but I did some rather cool high stakes shit. But you don't see me fucking getting on the internet, fucking talking about this, and that. How like
Yeah.
I spent my fucking 22nd birthday in the middle of an active minefield in Syria.
I mean, and there are
You
going
don't
to be
see
some
me
people
talking
that are
about that.
And there will be some
You
people
know?
saying, "Oh, well, you guys have y'all have a podcast. You're the one, like I'm the one that talked about my Ukraine story and stuff." It's like, yeah, but I also try very hard not to make it all about me and what I did, and
Yeah.
not a day goes by where
I
I'm
don't
like,
talk about it until it's relevant, until I can
Yeah.
share my experience in a relevant manner to help other people.
and I wish I did more. Like I think about it every day. I'm like, oh, I wish I'd done more cool stuff, or done this, better or differently, or just had even more of a repertoire of things I did. But like, I'm proud of what I did in the end, and I'm not here to brag about it. That's not the point of the podcast. So the point of the podcast is to, as we've talked about many episodes ago, to share awareness and talk about cool things that did happen, and to tell stories that actually
yes,
happened.
this podcast is specifically about the devil driving Lada, guys. We gotta remember.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, somebody stole our name. I was searching
No.
Devil Drive. Yes, I was searching the Devil Drives Lada on YouTube. To grab the link or to look at our last episode number or something. And 3 months ago, somebody posted
Please
a
tell me it's a
picture.
Russian horde-based DJ.
It's no, it's I'll share it in the Discord chat later. But it's literally like a guy. It's like a vlog of him driving a Lada through like Eastern Europe. And I was like, I mean, it's fitting. I'm not
That's
upset
wholesome, I
about
guess.
it, but I
Yeah.
was like, I was still the first person to think of it. So
He has more in common with Ladas than we do, I guess.
hey, speak for
Yeah.
yourself.
Well, I do. That's kind of why it's my opinion. But okay, Ben.
What else has happened? The world's basically just gone to hell.
The
It's
world's
been
not
doing
going to
that.
hell.
Yeah,
For
Trump's
a long
president now.
time.
Oh yeah, Trump's president
Oh.
now.
It started
yeah.
going to shit
And
after
We all
Harambe
know
died.
who's really in control.
That's a hot take.
Wait, what?
You can't.
I'm
you
not
can't
going to
just-
follow that up
this-
with anything.
This isn't. This isn't.
Wait. What did you say?
No, no, no.
This isn't Family Guy. Okay, where you can just keep saying one like phrase over and over again, Jamie. Okay, you gotta like.
Okay.
Oh, what else am I gonna say?
Somebody join? What?
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 Did
What?
you guys hear that?
No.
Oh, no, that was just me. Sorry.
I'm
not
like
used to
looking at the
Discord.
Discord logs. I'm like, there's no one else here.
Hello?
I will say
Immediately-
Draven is in the
Immediately-
YouTube comments.
Oh,
Upon
Draven's
him
in
making
the...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
immediately upon Ian making the very awkward take
Yeah, right.
is when he starts to have
Right.
schizophrenic visions.
By
like
the-
he just sleep
By the
dispelled
mere
him.
suggestion. By the mere suggestion.
He starts hearing things, and it's like they're using the radio
Ian-
waves, like that one movie, to like drive them insane. Who was it? Robert De Niro, and like they're using this like secret CIA project to basically like specifically make him start losing his memories, and he just starts going more like schizophrenic. And he's like, a
Little do
department
we
head.
know,
They're
saying Lada three
Beaming the
times over
view to
again.
my feelings.
Little do we know, saying Lada 3 times over again is Ian's MK Ultra activation phrase.
He starts.
We're like, where did Ian go? Let me see if I can find him on the GPS. It says he's on a flight. to me
Kill
right now.
John Lennon. Kill John Lennon.
Oh, I know what we can talk about. Jamie probably doesn't. He might. The South Park episode,
I mean,
Which
we
one?
can. I don't know it.
the most recent one.
The
Were
Charlie
they-
Kirk one?
No, they did deep fake footage of Trump half
Yeah.
naked in the desert.
We can watch it on YouTube if it's not.
Also,
random.
him in bed with Satan.
Oh, I did see that meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is actually
Yeah.
funny about that is my buddy had texted me because apparently this is a thing. So down in Mar-a-Lago, he's got this. I think it's a golden dollar calf,
Yeah,
Is it
it is.
and
Oh,
like
it's
my
a
buddy
goat,
sent
I
it to me
think.
because he's
There's a calf.
either way.
Anyway.
But he had sent it to me. He's like, "Isn't this like a message in the Bible or something like that?" And I was like, "The golden calf." I was like, "Actually, yeah, that's Moses, bro." I was like, "It's actually really funny because quite literally, that was like one of the first times that you as the reader are pretty much like, surely they wouldn't do this thing again after God told them not to do it. Oh, they did the thing again." And
Look, all I'm saying
They
is
made a golden calf.
you can make a very valid argument that Elon Musk is the Antichrist.
oh yeah,
But no,
I'm not
him
saying
and
anything.
Trump
but
broke
I'm
up.
not including anything.
Yeah, Trump's president now. The war in Ukraine's still going somehow, which is really confusing because Trump said it would be over within 24 hours. I don't understand that. Let's see. Israel's still.
But he's had so
war
many
with-
great conversations with Putin.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Did you guys
Israel and
see
Hamas or Palestine are still fighting. Israel and Palestine are still fighting, so that's cool. It's kind of a one-sided war, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah, calling that a war is disingenuous.
Yeah.
I mean, we
let's see what
haven't
else.
we haven't even. I mean, there's Iran and Israel going at it.
Oh yeah,
um,
that's happening too. Iran and the U.S. The U.S. bombed Iran.
Have y'all
Again?
seen the fuck? I'm sure y'all seen the videos of the Iranian hypersonic ballistic missiles.
Yes.
Yeah, the
That is
Fatah
terrifying.
missiles.
That's not a fucking missile. That's the fucking wrath of Allah, dude.
Yeah.
Russia has also
Wallahi.
been launching them from their planes now. We actually have a video of one of their MiGs dropping one. Super cool video. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you all later. It was our first instance of seeing one get air launched, so that was cool.
I also I did a good bit of research on the Iranian Shahed drone.
Yes.
hmm
I didn't I've heard about it, and you see, I didn't know what it was, but I did some base level research, and it's basically a way. I feel like going off of that principle, I feel like rocket propelled artillery and maybe even artillery in general is about to go the way of the dodo.
Oh
Because
yeah.
with these, with the Shahed drones, not only is it much more cost effective, it's also twice, I want to say it's 3 times more effective on the battlefield.
Yeah. The only benefit that like M777 still have over that are like the delivery time, and basically it is still moving fast enough as of current day technology to not be intercepted, like through electronic warfare, which actually is not entirely true. I'll circle back to that in a second, but through like physical means, like actually getting shot down, or electronic. However, as we saw, I don't know if we talked about this yet in the podcast. I don't know if it happened before the last episode or not. Russia essentially was hacking HIMARS satellite stuff and spoofing satellite location data, and it was causing HIMARS to miss. And the US actually had to go through and like completely redevelop the software for the HIMARS systems to fix the vulnerabilities, and that has since been patched, from my understanding. So it wouldn't surprise me that if like M777s were somehow vulnerable to that, or could be, but
Yeah.
for as of now, like the delivery speed is still, unless they're loitering already.
Yeah.
But yeah, loitering munitions are like, that's the future in some way, in some capacity, as long as you can keep them from getting shot down or hacked.
Well, like, and then when you think about it, like specifically the Shahed drone, like compare that to like a Hellfire missile.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just as effective. And I'm sure it probably costs a 16th of what it costs to manufacture and fire a Hellfire missile.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. The only issue is always gonna be the microchip bottleneck, though, for all of these things.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Well, with that said,
that's the only reason that dumb artillery is still gonna continue to be a thing for the foreseeable future.
But we have reached the point in technology, for better or for worse, the Industrial Revolution and its consequences, where small like single board PCBs can basically run an entire drone. Like we're on that point where like a Raspberry Pi Zero can handle the basic functionalities of an entire drone.
Right.
So for long term, I can definitely see that being an issue. Like if we had a long drawn out war, like that would definitely be a bottleneck, especially here in the States, because I guess Americans are just too dumb to manufacture silicon, as we have seen in the past few years. Like AMD literally can't get their plant operating completely.
Well,
I don't know if that's been fixed now, but
take it from the guy in the wizard hat. It's basically fucking magic, dude. Like it's not as simple. It's not as simple as people like to think. Like, oh, it's some spicy rocks and you hit them with some lasers and it makes a computer chip. Like, nah, there's a little bit more to it than that.
SpongeBob, we have technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it as a problem, especially with like the whole, China, Taiwan, that's escalating still. That's a situation that wasn't happening as bad last time we talked.
I don't care. I buy AMD now, not NVIDIA.
Where do you think AMD is made from? TSMC is in Taiwan!
Nah, it'd be all right. Nancy Pelosi didn't buy those stocks, bro. I don't trust it. That's a conspiracy.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Was it this week? It was this week. Congress voted to ban stock trading. Shocker! It didn't pass.
Insider trading. Yeah.
Or yeah. Well, no. That's already.
What do you say?
That's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy, and frankly, you're being mildly antiseptic right now.
Antiseptic. Got him. Yeah, so meanwhile, our old buddy Dan Eyepatch Crenshaw can continue to make tens of millions of dollars, as well as Nancy Pelosi and all the others. So that's cool.
Yes.
Look, kids, now is the time. Buy Raytheon and Lockheed Martin.
Yeah, just literally follow Nancy Pelosi's trades. Like, this isn't financial advice. For legal reasons,
the military industrial
financial
complex is
advice.
Gonna keep ticking.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there is a Reddit that's a Nancy Pelosi stock tracker.
Yes, there is. There's also a Twitch. Twitter, as well as there's like a whole app that basically you can just if say, hey, buy all their stocks.
She's made literally millions off of NVIDIA alone.
Or down.
Hundreds of millions, I believe. or tens or hundreds of millions. Yeah,
She makes only like
Yeah.
160 a year, I think, in terms of her actual job, but her net worth,
160K,
I think
not
the
million.
last. Yeah. I mean, yes. So that's why it's important to note that obviously that's a much far lower number than what her net worth last was, if I can recall.
Excuse me.
I think it was like 6 million or something like that as her net worth, and that was at least probably a year ago to this
It's
day.
a lot more than that. It's
Yeah.
like
I'm just saying that was the last
50x
time I
or
checked.
something.
Yeah, it's tremendously.
I don't
I'll
remember
look
what it
up.
was. I actually looked at these numbers the other day, and I don't remember what they were. It's an astronomical amount for a public servant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here, because it updates, I think, every year. So it depends on if you include her husband too, because they technically have
Oh,
some
we have
things in
to.
their both names. Yeah. So, according to Quiver Quantitative, their net worth was estimated at 256.61 million in combination, which reflects a 26 million increase from previous year's estimate for a combined of 257 million between the two, or both of them combined. Her individual net worth, though, for her personal finances, let me see if I can. The most recent one I can find, matter of factly, is 2018 for all of her personal stuff, and 2018's was 114,662,521, and that was in 2018.
We're cooked, boys.
She's ranked number 6 in the House, though.
Apparently,
So
was it Tim Scott
others.
who's also had some tremendous stock increases? Was it Tim Scott? Who?
Lindsey Graham, maybe you're thinking of?
No. Rick Scott?
Yes, Rick Scott. He's actually the number one.
Yeah.
He is the number one highest
Okay,
net
yeah.
senator. I was just looking it up.
Thanks, Rick Scott. Scumbag. All right.
How does that compare to the APAC donor list?
It probably coincides quite heavily. Not to be antiseptic, I'm just simply saying that there's a lot of people within government that happen to get a lot of money from that organization, probably because
Yes,
they're
we gotta
very,
get taxes
very
made that
open-minded
state
organization.
I didn't.
And
Hey! You're going way further than I ever. I
they're a
didn't
very
mean to imply
open-minded
anything.
organization
I
that most
asked a simple
definitely would
question.
like to coincide with other religions and ideologies. There's nothing wrong with APEC at all,
Coexist.
and certainly with how much money is flowing through government is surely just for the benefit of America to profit from it.
I'm sure they're
It's
operating
beneficiary, I
completely
assure
above
you.
board and within
Of course, yeah.
normal legal operating bounds for an organization such as theirs.
The safest,
Look,
best
I'm just
organization.
saying, nothing I say on this
obviously.
podcast, I don't mean anything I've actually said on this podcast. And, if you see me, if you find out tomorrow I killed myself by shooting myself in the back of the head twice with a fucking Ruger Mark 422.
Right.
He shot himself in the back of the head 7 times. Wait.
Isn't that the running joke on Art and War now? There's a Mossad agent outside your house with a Ruger Mark 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Mossad agent in the trash can around the corner waiting for you to say the thing just got activated. He's
Lada.
I love the government.
It's the best.
another trillion to Israel for its one-state solution.
Dude, my favorite video ever is the guy being
I'm
like,
sure it's the final
The
solution.
Avengers are attacking Chicago. What should we do? Send $6 million to Israel.
We're canceled. We were just talking about how we got our first dislike on a video.
I don't even know what you're talking about, dude. Like, we're literally not even doing anything wrong. We're just
I'm
simply
not even
saying that
anti-Semitic.
APEC
We're
is
not
a very
even real
helpful
people, dude.
organization.
Yeah, y'all know Dead Internet.
We're not even real people.
not
We're
real.
four
AI
AI
generated.
generated characters
Creative
just talking to
podcast,
each other right
okay?
now.
I was developed by Cornell University for chatbot purposes. Sean's from Berkeley.
You You highfalutin Ivy League motherfucker.
I was homeschooled.
Ian's from like Florida Tech.
I'm GPT-5 running on the back room server at the local
backroom
community
server.
college. Yeah, bro. Dell
I'm
PowerEdge
simply,
2650 from 2013.
I'm simply a sentient SCP construct.
We've
I'm not real.
gotten so derailed today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
we
that
got
was your
really
fault for not
into there
actually
for a
having a
second.
list of things to talk about.
Who
like,
said I didn't
we
have a
learned that
list
the
of
last
things to
time.
talk about?
We didn't
Sean,
have a
think you
list,
had-
Zach.
Sean!
There you
You're
go
the only-
with list. Being all
You're the only one I
enthusiastic.
didn't. You're the only one that knew I didn't have a list.
I just read the room, dude.
What you talking about with the books list? Spit that shit out, man.
Where is?
We lost. We fucking super lost, man.
What else has happened that we can discuss?
I don't know, give me a second. Let me check Instagram.
Honestly, we're at an hour and a half too. So
Already, dang, that's crazy, dog.
I mean, yeah, you
That's
were
wild.
late.
Yeah.
You know what?
Do we want to
I
talk
tried.
about the Battlefront 2 resurgence?
Oh, yeah, we can talk about Battlefront 2 and Battlefield 6.
Battlefield
hell yeah.
6. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you want to talk about Battlefield or Battlefront 2 for a minute?
And
I've been
then
playing it
we
again.
can talk about that, and then we can introduce our game show idea, and then that'll close it out.
Oh, yes, they don't know. We haven't told them about it.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Okay,
what the
Let's
fuck
talk
you guys
about
talking
let's talk about Battlefront first.
Okay, you hit Battlefront
Battlefield.
2. Zach, you can be in charge of Battlefield 6 since you keep spamming my phone with updates. Literally every
Yay.
day I get spammed by Zach. And yeah, you'll go over that. I'm reading something else real quick. Yeah, you can go.
So if you somehow missed it, Battlefront 2, the Star Wars game from, what is it, 2017?
16
yeah.
or 17, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, for some reason, people got super hype on it again this year, and
Including myself.
May 4th or 5th or 6th or something,
I was there.
we hit an all-time new player count record. So it's looking increasingly like Battlefront 3 may be happening.
Hashtag Battlefront 3.
No, no confirmed reports on that yet, but from what I hear, there's some actual real talks about it between people that worked on the previous games. So we'll see.
Hopefully, Kathleen Kennedy doesn't necessarily kick the bucket.
Keeps
but,
her slimy fucking claws off of it.
Yeah, hopefully Disney kicks her. But yeah, Battlefront 2. Yeah, I haven't played it much recently, like the past few weeks, but yeah, it's a great fun game.
Oh fuck! I know. Also, what we haven't got to talk about yet is the the Oblivion remaster.
I know
They're
less
just
about
like
that.
not even teasing it, and then just fucking dropped it, bro. You gotta fucking play it.
I haven't played it.
Yeah,
I watched some videos. It looked really
I
good.
played
gotta
it for the
fucking
first
play
week, and then I haven't touched it again, but I've been kind of busy.
I've been so fucking yeah. I have like 2 characters on it that are. I've completed the game twice,
Nice.
but
I downloaded it and then haven't even played the first minute.
so in Bethesda news, it's looking like the very next project is a Fallout 3 remaster.
Interesting. I'd play
Yeah, Zach. I just saw
Yeah.
yours. perk up.
that. Zach's
Yeah.
like,
I'd be interested. I really liked.
I would too.
think 3
If
was
they
my
did
first
it the
Fallout.
same way that they remastered Oblivion, then yeah, that's gonna be fucking dope.
Oh, someone
Anyways.
made what was it, Fallout 1 into the Doom engine, so it's a first-person Fallout
Oh, yeah, I
1.
saw
That
that.
was actually really cool to see.
Oh fuck, that sounds dope.
Yeah, because I played the originals, and it's definitely like there's a lot of learning curve because I'm usually not an over top like kind of player at all, and Baldur's Gate was a whole new experience to me to learn that. And I went back because I was like, oh, it'd be fine. So different.
I need to fix our Discord because, as the viewers know, if they're familiar with the interface, they know that we're doing this in Discord. I need to organize this Discord a little bit better, and we can make it public and have like a gaming section. We already have our gaming section, but have like a public gaming section where like if people actually want to hang out and play with us.
Oh, that's what Art and Word does. I'm in their server, and they've got
Yeah.
like a zillion different channels, and some of them are privatized for like BR in them, and then the rest is for the community just to do what they want.
Well, like we're in private channels right now. Like if some like we have other like friends in this Discord, but we need to. I've never publicized it for obvious reasons, but we should work on that because that'd be kind of cool. Because I mean we play, like Ian and I've been playing Battlefront 2. And then
when it comes to Battlefield 6 as well, like that'll be something we can start doing in the community.
So
I've been playing like War Thunder Elite, like Traven and I play War Thunder. So
are we ready for it?
Oh yeah, Battlefield 6.
I'm not gonna try to blitz it out, but okay. So much.
Here we
go off.
Can we keep this like less than like 7.5 minutes?
I'll do my best. I'll talk really fast. Yankee talk.
Oh no!
No, I was checking the clock. I can autistically spurt for a little bit.
That would have been amazing.
Battlefield 6. What we pretty much know so far is that it's launching this year, which I didn't think was going to happen because the dev seems really hell-bent on making sure community-driven testing was going to be done for at least 6 months. That's going out the window now, I think, because they're pretty confident with how it's built. They will still be implementing the test phases through this time frame up to this weekend, and they'll be testing 2 server types, being classes having unrestricted weapons and classes having traditional weapons, like medic support being LMG focused, sniper having snipers, etc. So that'll be kind of where that goes for final testing. I don't know, but I'm more interested in the non-restricted ones. My opinion aside, though, there's going to be a campaign that they're estimating about 6 to 7 hours long, which is traditionally what they've gone with. 3 and 4 did that.
Let me insert. So it came out today that the campaign and multiplayer will be split, and so you don't have to have the entirety of the game downloaded with like 150 gigs on your hard drive. And so you can basically, everyone was like, okay, so you can play through the single player and then remove it, and it saves like 65 gigs off your hard drive. So
yep, because of all the shaders and stuff. But it's also going to be annoying because it's likely still going to use the EA launcher or whatever launcher they might make up.
Entirely on Steam. That came out today.
Thank God, because that's been annoying. Anyway, information-wise, we'll stick to multiplayer since I'm pretty sure that's what everybody's most excited about. Essentially, Pax Armada is, I guess, this a simulation of former NATO states with a militarized group of private military corporations. Don't know if it's plural or not, but basically this private military organization has the alleged superpower ability to be able to strike against the United States on home soil, which then kicks off of the conflict. I don't know if it'll be like a World War-esque situation that develops or whatever, but basically we have conflict at home. So several of the maps are based in California. I think New York, there's 3 of them. But there's also maps in Cairo, Egypt to, I guess, show off the NATO influence still across seas. But France leaves NATO and some other stuff in the background, and that's pretty much where the conflict kicks off. Don't know if they're involved in the conflict or whatever directly. Anyway, multiplayer is just Pax Armada against the United States particularly, I suppose, and then they might have the supporting nations to the United States, like maybe Egypt, if it's a supporting nation. Regardless, a lot of the gear that they've put into it is somewhat okay and good. Pax Armada is running a lot of different gears from Cry to they even have some shock concept plate carriers and belts, most of the V1 stuff. The weapons they've selected in this, in my opinion, are a really good variety because they have ones that are niche that people don't really use in modern day time or that are issued, but they're still neat to have in a multiplayer game. But then there's plenty, such as the M240 Lima, the M249 Para, as well as the M60, but it's the E6 variant, if I'm not mistaken, which are all really great LMGs to have if you're going to have America as a faction. But they also have, I think, an RPK variant that's a modernized one with Zenico furniture. They have, I think it's the PKP.
The RPK 16.
Yeah. They've got, let me think what else. The Ultima 100, the Maxima Ultima, the Nissan Altima, 100
the Ultimax.
Yeah, it's really weird looking, but they have that in it. Let me think. They have 2 different SVD variants, a modernized one and a older one for Russian sniper rifles. I haven't seen too much in terms of marksman rifles, but there's only leaks so far. There's still weapons they said that they will add. So there's always the chance the SR-25 or M110 variants come out still.
The only weapons that I've saw and like noticed is like the I'm pretty sure it's a Bren 2, CZ Bren 2.
It might be, or no, actually, it might be the HK433 because that is matter of factly in the game, which was like the combination. If you remember the HK141, or I'm sorry, the 141, the Kilo 141 from Modern Warfare 2019, that is the HK433. It was a weird combination, modernized weapon platform that somebody's using. Let me think. So that's one of the assault rifles. They have an M4 in it, but for whatever reason, they picked the bare bones like 2012 esque M4 that has the wrist
retro builds,
2.
brother.
Yeah, it's like the wrist 2 design, not even a block 2 or anything crazy. It's not a URGI. The
Wrist 2 is block 2, is it not?
Technically, I guess it is. But it's like the old CAC style rails, not the actual like Daniel Defense ones. So like where it's the
ones
piece, it's the 2-piece with like the plastic retainer against
with
the
slip ring. Yeah,
it's
so
one
the
of
one
those.
I have one. It's
the current standard issue ones. Yeah,
behind me.
Yeah. So the game's set in 2027, and that's the M4 base that they go with, including like the really shitty fucking basic stock as well as the A2 grip. Again, 27.
In what year?
2027 is what the game's based in.
Oh,
Modern.
Yeah,
I thought you said 2047. I was like, what
no,
the fuck?
2027. But mind you, the U.S. Army and the Marine Corps have actually successfully, at this point, separated from those M4 rifles. So I don't know why they would have them that model in the game is all. You can't change the handguard for whatever reason.
Did you just say the Army has become SIGers?
I said they have separated from that, but yes, they are, or whatever. You know what? Forget it.
Breathing up all the Glock man's there.
But yes,
that's something we can also talk about.
But the M27 IAR is actually in the game too. That's for the sport class, and that'll be really fun to play with. Yes, different SMGs. There's a lot of just variety. I think they said like at base launch it's going to be like 50 something weapons, which would be awesome because 2042 had shit for none, like 3 LMGs at launch, and then they only added actually none. I think they added any LMGs. They added like maybe an assault rifle or something like that. I hated 2042. So yeah, it's going to have a bunch of variety at least. In terms of the customization on these guns, it's a first for Battlefield. You can change out like some handguards. You can change out lasers. They'll have things like I think it's like basic upgrades, which is like a match grade mag release, if I remember. And then there was the HRF magwell. Essentially, was a customization. It allows for faster reload. So there's small parts in that, but you can't change stock still, which fucking sucks. And certain handguards cannot be changed, even though it'd be like a modular platform like the M4. Can't change it to an M-lock. Can't change it to like an extended 20-inch rail or anything like that. Call of Duty did that, and Delta Force did it. I don't know why Battlefield can't get on with it, but
they might add it.
Who knows? They have an H&K 417A2 in it. That's fully automatic as a battle rifle with a 12-inch barrel. So I mean,
speaking of moving on from that, let's touch briefly on it indies today.
Oh yeah, but wait. I love that. But yeah, remember, even though we're very excited for Battlefield 6 and it looks amazing, do not pre-order it. Don't give EA your money.
Just pre-orders.
Just wait.
Hold the line, friends.
Play the beta. Hold your opinions on it. Just wait. And once the reviews start hitting, because EA is notorious for changing shit last minute against what people want. So just
I think that was our general consensus of the group was that we're going to wait a month or two.
Yes, the beta is starting early access Thursday, Friday of this coming week. That's being the 7th and 8th of August. And then just after that, it opens up for everybody. So just play it. Get an opinion about it. And
I won't be a part of the first closed beta wave, but there's another one on like the weekend of the 14th. I will be playing that and would love if you'll join us. We can open up the Discord or a section of Discord.
Oh, dude, we can stream. We should stream together.
Yeah, so maybe in 2 weeks, look forward to a Battlefield 6 themed.
# 2 more weeks.
Yeah. Okay, so it ends today. Sean, take it away.
So,
Make it brief. We are at hour and
Yeah, I
40
know.
minutes.
So SIG, everybody knows the problems that the SIG 320 has with negligent discharges, or what
Allegedly.
SIG refers to as negligent discharges.
Wait. Remember,
Which-
allegedly. Sig says it doesn't happen.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
but which
Uncommanded discharge is their
Yes,
preferred
which
terminology.
two separate court cases have deemed uncommanded discharges, which I guess there's a distinction there. So the M17 and the M18, the versions of the 320 that have been adopted by the military, have up until now not had those issues reported until I believe 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Publicly reported. That key is
Publicly
important.
reported, yeah. Well, I think the way military social media is, I feel like we would have known. It would have
There
gotten out.
apparently
Like,
were
US Army, what the
some,
fuck?
Yeah, the Marine
US
Corps
Army,
had
what
a
the fuck,
few
no
things.
man's, or like,
but apparently there were
something like
some issues a long time ago that were not
Yeah.
out publicly.
well, there are issues not with negligent discharges
No,
or
with
uncommanded discharges.
NDs.
But I've had issues with them in just undue wear and tear.
Yeah, but there were
Um,
specifically
yeah.
issues with NDs that were not public knowledge. years
So,
ago.
anyways, they've well, then I guess they've been kind of able to keep it under wraps until about 3 weeks ago.
It's
when-
essentially, from my understanding, the same thing they're doing with the spear right now. And basically,
Yeah.
if you to go to the press or public anything, your army career's screwed. So they've been trying
Yeah,
to keep it
so-
under wraps.
So an airman was killed because allegedly what happened was they were security forces, MPs. One of them took his weapon out of the holster and set it down. I'm holding a high power right now, but and set it down on the desk.
I think it was in the
And-
holster.
It was in the Safari
It
Land
was
level 2 on the QOS
in the
board.
Safari Land
Oh.
holster. He took.
Yeah, Jamie has it. I was going to say mine's in the closet.
Yeah,
Just
so
like I am.
it's his. He had it in a Safari Land holster, which, if you look back to like Sig's disagreements with the
standard
ND
issue
happening,
holster for-
they've been saying it's
Yeah.
the holster specifically. And while we don't know the model of the holster, we have, from my understanding, we haven't confirmed it as the Sig approved Safari Land holster. It was a Safari Land.
Yeah.
What I've heard is it was issued, and Safari Land was very specific with contracts where they have to.
That's
under
my
the orders
understanding
of that
as
command
well.
structure, they have to have these specific holsters.
That's
So, I
my
mean-
understanding, but from that hasn't been
Yeah.
confirmed from what I read. But we do know that it
Yeah.
was a
But-
Safari Land and issued. But what he did was he took it off. He took
Clipped it off. Yes, he
yeah,
unclipped
the
the
QLS.
holster.
So he took
Yeah.
the whole holster off his QLS system and set it
Mhm.
down on the desk with the weapon in it. So
Mhm.
obviously not a Safari Land holster. Rip TRX arms.
Then the weapon allegedly had an uncommanded discharge.
Yeah.
And it hit whoever was sitting at the desk. I believe it hit him in the neck. And they died fairly instantly.
Yeah.
But now that's something that they can't keep under wraps anymore. Now that's a big issue. Now, I mean, it was a big issue before, but now that so the Air Force has ceased all use of the M18, which is the variant that they use. I believe the Marine Corps has even issued a statement saying that they do not
There was
condone
a
further use of
statement,
the M18.
but I think it was a unit thing. I don't
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the details. And the Air
Um,
Force's statement was only security forces, I believe. I don't think it was the whole entirety of the Air Force. I think it was security forces.
Okay.
Specifically, the
Um,
branch that they were part of, which was the nuke security, rather than just like MPs in general. It was
Yeah.
any nuke base that essentially was throughout the west of the U.S. Their
And-
security maintenance was.
And this is
goes back
actively
and forth.
developing. So, like, you may be right. You may have read something that I didn't, or, I'm sure tomorrow it'll change on the audience. Whatever. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and then on top of all of that happening, and the issues that these guns are having in the civilian world, lots and lots of very reputable, trainers and instructors that hold, training courses, that own ranges and whatnot, have made official statements saying that they will not allow the use of any model or variant of the SIG 320 on the range, citing it as a safety concern.
Which many had already done prior to this, as well as some
Yes,
police departments and SWAT
a lot of
teams.
people have, but now it's becoming, again, now it's getting to the point where you can't ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Keep going. I'll pull SIG's statement up.
Yeah. So we shall see how that goes. I don't know what this means for SIG. A couple of years ago that the Army would started fielding the M5 Spear rifle, which is a variant of the SIG MCX.
And are having active issues with it.
They're having active issues with it. A lot of the same issues they've been having with the civilian model MCXs.
Mm-hmm. Not as much the LTs, but mostly the heavier ones.
Yeah, but in regards to not being able to hold zero on any kind of IR device mounted on the handguard, because
which they have fixed with the LTs mostly, but now because of the higher pressure, more recoil round, that solution is not sufficient for the full size spear.
Yeah.
So why that was overlooked, I don't know.
I mean, we all kind of knew that was a dumbass decision. Like the Army what they should have did was went to HK and been like, hey, build us a 416 in 6mm arc instead of taking a rifle that is known to have lots of issues, and having them create some new fucking round, a complete battle rifle cartridge at that.
I have some. Oh, sorry.
No, what were you gonna say?
I have some insider information also specific to the spear.
Ooh.
I can say. So we're with the new rounds. I forget the round name, but the 80,000 foot pound. Well, I mean specifically the round, not the caliber.
Of the round is called the 277 Fury,
but
it's
the
6.8 by something.
Yeah, but I mean the actual specific round, like the 80,000 foot pound round, muzzle pressure or chamber pressure. Somebody can look or whatever. But we're looking at
Jamie,
this is from first-hand experience. 2 to 5K rounds before the barrel is gone. Not before the rifling is degraded, but where the barrel is just smooth bore.
Shot
almost.
Amazing.
And while if you look at
sensational.
Yeah, M4 and M16 round counts, that number is 20,000 rounds or more. And now we're looking at sub 5,000, and in some cases he's saying some sub 2.5K rounds, the barrel's gone.
When Palmetto State
2,000
Armory
rounds
actually makes better barrels than you.
A month.
Yeah. And to SIG's credit, they are doing. I mean, they're using essentially an experimental high pressure round. However, that's the problem. We're doing something that is a technology breakthrough essentially right now.
But
and now we're trying to field it in the
as
masses.
it is on SIG.
The
Army should. I think everybody realizes the Army should have just went to HK and said, "Build us a 416 in something like 6mm arc."
And I kind of mentioned this earlier. The Army was threatening, basically, if you go to the press about this, your career's over, kind of deal. I might post it later. One of the captains from the trial unit that was basically they fielded it to trial them came out and said, "Hey, Task and Purpose has a good video on it." From a few months ago. Came out and was like, "Hey, my soldiers' voices aren't being heard. Here's exactly what's happening. Here is my name. I'm not doing this anonymous. Here's my name. Here's my credentials. Here's what my soldiers are saying, and here's what I'm saying." And the takeaway was, it's like basically the takeaway was like, it's a cool gun, cool platform. Some of my soldiers literally can't hold it. Like, it's too heavy because as the audience may know and you guys may know, this isn't just the gun, it's a whole weapon platform that comes with the optic, a weapon light, a suppressor, etc.
Big ass fucking scope. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 11 and a half
sucks.
pounds loaded. So yeah, that also sucks. It's a bad optic.
Versus the what? 7.5 pounds loaded of the standard M4?
Less than that. It's like 6.5.
Yeah.
It's almost double the weight. And so the captain came out and was like, basically, it's a cool platform. It does some cool things. We like what it can do. However, we have catastrophic issues with them when it works. We love the round. The guy, I also have firsthand accounts that, that new round that the army is fielding and SIG is using is consistently going through level 4 plates. Which is super
really.
So cool, whatever. But they were like, we can't carry enough ammo. They were, the captain specifically referenced that they had a drill, like an FTX style drill that they did, where they had to have suppressing fire for an extended period of time, and they had to choose to either not have adequate suppressive fire to conserve ammunition or run out of ammunition before the drill was over because they couldn't carry enough. Because
Isn't that wild? Like, they decided, hey, this platform would be really cool. And it would be, especially if it was a specialist platform. But instead, they were like, all those rules that we learned in advanced infantry training? We're not going to remember those.
Yeah.
Or
in Vietnam.
This is modernization.
Yeah.
We are going to
not even Vietnam,
these
dude.
Dudes to kicking doors.
How about
of
in Ukraine right
buildings.
now?
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean specifically Vietnam because the army tried to implement the M14s, and the guys essentially said the same exact thing. Like, hey, we can't have. It's the same issue. You're trying to,
like
mass field a battle rifle, and it's like we need lighter, more ammo.
Vietnam.
It's
like the Aussies in Vietnam. A lot of them were, it's like, L1A1. That's great, reliable weapon platform. Fucking 308, punching through brush. But a lot of them were opting into the M16, which is known to be a slightly less reliable weapon, a lot less firepower, but they were opting for the M16 so they could carry more ammo.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. That's what essentially I'm getting at. So it's another.
The whole shebang on why the M16s were failing initially too was also because of propaganda of like they're self-cleaning. They told them that
it was bad
they could use the muzzle devices, which was the 3 prongs for the first models. They'd use the 3 prongs to open cans with and shit, and so that would fucking split the 3 prong, and they'd start having issues with zero.
You mean propaganda like we're currently seeing from SIG?
Well, Colt didn't decide that they were going to, I should say, Armalite specifically didn't oversell their platform. Instead, the military really liked what it was.
So the army oversold the platform? What?
No
way.
The military-industrial complex lied?
No, the army just thought it knew it was better. It changed it, and then it was dog shit because they changed the barrel length to what the cartridge was made as, and that was a whole shebang. At least with SIG, they've had the entire process handed to them, and they still fucked it up.
Yeah.
I specifically was telling an older veteran, like 2 generations above me, older veteran, about I was specifically asked, hey, what's going on with the 320s? And I explained the story. And as I'm trying to explain the 320 story, he goes, oh, so they're giving them bags of money. And I was like, or talking about the politicians and like the army brass. I was like, yeah. And then I get to, then I basically kind of,
thing.
Correct. And then I get to and here's what's going on with the spear. And he's like, oh, so they're giving them bigger bags of money. I was like, correct. Yes, that is exactly what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So, for more information on the SIG, or on the M17 and M18 specifically, Ian McCullum from Forgotten Weapons did a really good video
Yes, I will link it. Stand by.
breaking
In
it
the
down
chat.
and also talking about what this probably looks like for SIG going forward, what this looks like for the military going forward. Very cool. I could also just listen to fucking Ian McCollum talk for hours on end. So
It's fair.
I will put links to that and the task and purpose video in the YouTube comments right now.
Oh yeah, I like Task and Purpose. They do really good journalism.
Yeah.
Well, Cappy has actually started his own channel now. He
I
left
saw
yeah,
that.
I've been
I
really
think it was
leaning
just
into
after.
Cappy's stuff. Too.
And
Hey, guys, thanks for
Cappy's
tuning in.
amazing. He's a really good guy. I have people that know him personally.
Mhm.
Good guy. Highly recommend his stuff. Ian, do you mind starting the our idea that we talked about today that they don't know about?
Yeah, I'll mute my mic even so I can totally.
Sure. How do we wanna introduce it?
I don't know. Okay, so basically, hold on. I'll start it, and then because I do know I can start this. So I was texting Ian today about what was I texting? Oh, I ordered something from you, and it came today, and I sent him a picture, and the background was an M81 fabric, and with his items on it, and I was like, hey, thanks for these. And I put it on Instagram. Actually, the Ohana page also put it on their Instagram. And I was like, extra credit if you can guess exactly what piece of equipment or kit they're laying on. And it was an M81 Gore-Tex parka. And he completely nailed it on the first guess. And I was like, dude, we should make a game show-esque podcast episode of like geo-guessing or something like that with kit. And we could have different variations for different topics, whether it's like, you know, conflict pictures or
I feel like me and
weapons or
Ian would
whatever.
just body
So-
everybody else.
yeah.
Like
Ian has some
like who's
more-
that Pokemon, but for
Yes.
body armor and
Yeah.
kit and camo and shit.
I'm gonna find these videos if you want to, because you had some better ideas too that you were mentioning that I didn't bring up just now.
Yeah, I could host the first episode with some esoteric, foreign camos and stuff that I have. I was thinking we could do like you said earlier, GeoGuessr, but for camo, guess what the name of it is, where it's from, and bonus points if you can name a conflict that it was used in.
Yeah, I think I'd said something about like what did I say? Like the decade of origin or like production decade, the country
Mhm.
of origin, obviously the camo pattern name, and then like bonus points for like a conflict that it, and who wore it kind of thing. Like something like that. Like that'd be so cool.
I like to do that with new soldiers when I'm like talking about the 240 Bravo. I'm like giving a class on it, and I'm like, who can tell me the first major conflict this
The
appeared in? And nobody fucking guesses it. Nobody knows that it's the fucking Rhodesian Brush War.
Who did this kill first? I think that'd be fun. We could bring on some
It would
different
be.
guests and stuff.
We all have a lot of useless in-depth knowledge about just military gear and
Right.
Yes.
like me and Ian know a lot about like com block and post-Soviet
Random foreign shit that we have no reason to know about.
Yeah.
Come block.
Yeah, so
The cum block.
only
my
calling
name's
it
Sean
that
and I
now.
like cum block. Let's see, what did I say?
I believe in cum block supremacy.
So here were a couple of things that we were spitballing in our text convo. I said we need to have a military surplus TISM game show. And And Ian said the Camo Guesser games, when and where the weird patterns are from. Um, and I said, or we can even do like different pieces of kit. And I was like, for example, like you zoom, like the camera starts off like really zoomed in on a piece, and then if you guess it zoomed all the way in, you get full credit, and as the camera like zooms out, it goes down.
Oh,
Or like
that'd be a good way to do it.
the resolution
yeah,
slowly starts like increasing, like it starts off really pixelated and then gets less and less and less, and you try to guess. Um, and then I said basically name, decade it was made, nation of origin, nations that adopted it. For example, like, I mean, I feel like that's very relevant because many times, like, yeah, okay, multicam. I know it's the most basic thing, but it's like, okay, now it's adopted by everybody.
Everyone.
Rip Flecktarn. Specific conflicts it was evolved in, etc. And then I said have one for camo and kit, weapons, tactics, and conflict pictures. I was like, etc. Because that'd be really cool, like, finding everything from, like, Ukrainian war conflicts. Okay, so let's make everything black and white for, like, the conflict pictures, and then have pictures like Ukrainian conflict, World War I, World War II, Vietnam, etc. And, like, as it gets blurry, or as it gets less blurry, trying to identify, like, which conflict it actually came from. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that sounds.
European Extreme Edition conflicts
Yeah.
that feature no Western forces. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. and like the opera, yeah, like it's literally endless. Like we could say, like I just named like the basic ones, but then you could also go, Com Block Edition, or fill in or you could just have a whole Vietnam edition where it's like all of them. It's where it's like camo kit, guns, everything used from Vietnam, I just feel like that'd be like a super cool interactive experience. And then I went on to say, let's see. Ian said we talked about guests to bring on, and then I mentioned a team versus team thing. So like, if it got a little bit bigger, it could be like, our guys versus, another friend group, or, like the us versus YouTubers, or us versus pros, whatever, like guys that do this every day, kind of thing. So I think it would be a really cool thing to interact with, or even bring in our dozens of listeners or watchers, bring them in and have watchers. A guest. But yeah, I was super excited about it.
Hell yeah!
I think it's got some strong potential for sure.
I haven't seen anyone do anything like it before. So, I mean, yeah, there's GeoGuessr, but like camo or kit, like that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Like I'm picturing,
even like what you said with like conflict photos as well, like
right.
Because if you start doing them in black and white, like there are still Mosins being used,
right,
on
exactly.
the battlefield right now.
That was my exact reasoning for saying that in black and white, because it's like, I don't know, was this 200 years ago, or was it Ukraine?
Yeah.
Like those dudes that were using the fucking 14th century cannon in Syria, like
on the back of the truck.
Yeah.
So like, or even like you'll see some Ukrainian conflict pictures from the beginning of the war, where dudes are like running around with actual STG-44s. It's like, with basically World War II-esque kit that their grandpappy brought back. It's like, is this modern or is it not? But like, also, so picture this. Like, you have a zoomed in all the way picture of like this webbing right here. And you're like, okay, or this mesh. And it's like, okay, what is that? You can't guess it. The camera zooms out a little bit and then you get like this piece. And then it like continues to zoom out or whatever. Oh, but yeah, this is my 300 blackout kit I referenced earlier. Complete with our locking Ohana Arms base plates. Or locking plates.
It's interesting little test rig there. Where'd you get that from?
I think it has someone's name in it. This guy.
Some fucking schbozo.
He didn't need it anymore, homie.
R.I.P. Bozo.
We should do a giveaway for these. Well, not for all of them, but for like a kit.
No, we should definitely
I
give
will
away our
give you
entire
all of
fucking
them.
stock. We'll give you the
I'll
patent.
give you our entire stock.
I'll give you the rights to them and everything.
Yeah, the original DXF files, all of it.
Yeah, I'll figure out some kind of giveaway. We'll do something on Instagram or something for the dozens of our
Yeah,
subscribers.
what could go wrong with all that,
Yeah. Honestly, do we have anything else tonight? I think we're good.
I think
I
that's
I've
it.
got nothing, mate.
We need to do some kind.
I think that's about it then.
I've been trying to think of a thumbnail of us. What we can do for a thumbnail to include like these, but also us at the same time. That's not like all of us just doing this. Like that's dumb. Oh,
Whoa,
actually,
Jack
that is-
face. Whoa!
Is that gonna focus? Can you focus?
I think it's
Revolutionary magazine technology.
Trying to get it to focus. See if that'll work.
You won't believe how he organizes his mags with this one simple trick.
Call now and we'll double your offer.
Did you guys get my video when I was at AT of win every hand of spades with this one simple trick?
No.
A gun, yeah.
I had a dummy grenade. I had a dummy grenade,
yeah.
and I just walk up and I'm like, "Oh shit, y'all playing spades? Let me get in on that." And I just proceed to throw the grenade in the middle of
Drop
the
it in the
table to
fucking
take cards
middle,
on.
yeah.
That has like serious
Amazing.
Deer Hunter vibes. If y'all have seen Deer Hunter.
Actually, haven't. I should. I know I should. I need to, but
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't.
go watch Deer Hunter, boys. That's your takeaway. That's everyone's takeaway for this podcast episode is go watch Deer Hunter.
No.
I don't have you seen it? I don't know if you're serious or not right now. It's a good movie.
No. Oh wait, hold on. I can be like the conch, like no.
No.
Can I watch the Hunter movie? No.
No.
Can I watch Deer Hunter? No. Try
No.
asking again.
All I know about that movie is it has Christopher Walken in it. And so I just, whenever I hear it, I just picture Christopher Walken going, "I'm the fucking deer hunter."
Hey.
But I know it's about Vietnam.
Does anyone have anything to add? I think we're pretty much done.
I got nothing, mate.
Yeah, me neither.
I ain't got fucking shit.
Unless we do dad advice, to totally replicate the guy that was the most opposite example of what it is to be a dad by
Yeah.
leaving his children.
Oh yeah, rip the Grand Thumb's dad advice. I guess we have to take all those back.
Why would
The ones that
anybody
we,
take that
like-
advice from that guy?
Yeah, well now we
To
know.
be fair-
Arthur Ward still does it.
To be fair,
Yes, I was going to say the
because of the
spiritual
irony.
successor. To be fair, the spiritual successor seems to be Art and War now. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Zach, you're in charge of some dad advice, so let me finish my outro, and then you have to give some dad advice. So, thanks for watching, guys. Remember, our locking plates will be up for sale in the next few weeks. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, subscribe to the newsletter when they're coming out. We'll do a giveaway for those, maybe next week on the podcast on Instagram. We'll have some
We
kind
get
of
it from
giveaway to
Kennedy,
get a
you have
couple
a silver
sample
star.
packs. And we will have more mag options and stuff coming soon. We're gonna actually be back again. I know we took over a year off, but these will start happening hopefully every week, if not bi-weekly. And then the Battlefield 6 is the 14th weekend of the 14th.
yes, it's the second weekend. Is this coming weekend? Meaning the 7th and the 8th is early. I'll pull up my calendar so I can be very specific with this. The 7th and the 8th would be early access, but the 9th to I think it's the potential 11th, depending on time zones, will be open beta, and then it will start up the following weekend, which would be the 15th and 16th.
Okay, so I will be looking for us that weekend. I fully expect us to have a podcast episode that weekend.
And
it will
be streaming
definitely
the game.
be some Battlefield 6 streaming of some sort or something going on. as well as we'll try to open up the Discord to see if anyone actually wants to play with us.
Yay!
Other than that, we'll see you guys either next week or the following week on the 15th. What day is Sunday? What day is that Sunday?
For the date of 16th
No
would be
idea.
the
Okay.
next weekend.
No, the
Shebang.
16th is a Saturday. The 17th is a
Sorry, my
Sunday.
thing says S and S.
Okay.
Yes. So that Sunday would be the 17th. See,
Okay. So we will see you guys back either on the 10th or at worst on the 17th for another episode, and expect a giveaway for these by that time, as well as a Discord invite. So watch the socials and newsletters for that, and hit us with some dad advice, and we'll get out of here.
Yeah. So I am an actual dad. And my first advice piece would be don't do it. Don't do it. If she specifically says it's fine, it won't happen this time. You don't believe it, okay? No, truth be
Don't
told,
fall
it's
for
actually it's a trap. A mess. There's a lot of responsibilities and sacrifices you have to make. So if you're not ready for them, don't do it. But if you do it and you make it happen, truth be told, it gets strangely nice. It's really weird. I'm more stressed probably than when I was before, but I'm happier. Don't know why, but anyway, if you do end up having a kid early on, just very consistent with scheduling, especially when it comes to their nap times and going down. And if you can, get them their own room. And if you break the habit of them sleeping with you very early on, you don't have to be the one with a 2-year-old that specifically will not go to bed without you. And trust me, that is a blessing.
Perfect. Literal dad advice.
Yeah,
For
it was
hopeful
little dad
dad
advice,
advice.
dude. What else did you find?
How to be a father.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Thanks for watching. It was a great first episode back in a long time, and we'll see y'all soon. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
beautiful time.
We
Guys
good.
off.
We out of here.
All right. So real quick though, before everybody demounces off,